Okay, welcome back everyone to Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Let's make our decision on a very complicated question.
We're abandoned.
Great sense
That
of humor. This
actually,
clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain.
3 points.
I guess.
I'd love for you to see.
By the way, as I've beaten this game twice, but I still don't know what everyone likes as gifts, we're going to be playing this one borderline blind.
Okay.
That's right, I beat this game twice, and I still don't know what people like as gifts. I have an idea, because gifts have a description of what they like, but I don't know who wants a sword set outside of the swordsman.
Yeah.
I don't know what teas people like.
What's troubling you, Captain?
Oh, yeah, she probably
You aren't
doesn't
about
know.
to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Saros.
Again?
Knights of Saros.
You can't bullshit me. I know you ran out once. It was super convenient in how you ran out, but that's not important.
It seems your presence is required. Get going.
No.
And we have a voice in our head.
Yeah. So this is fun. She kind of looks down on a lot of people.
Appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Geralt, the Bladebreaker? Former captain
No.
of the Knights of Saros.
I mean, yes.
Praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
I didn't know he was a captain.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Why did that give you
You
points?
are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garrigmach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
One thing I want to figure out. So they say they were doing training exercises out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where are the rest of their class members? You cannot seriously tell me this was a training exercise just for these three.
Well, they are the heads of the houses, and
3 people, but it doesn't seem like the Knights of Saros were exactly with them the whole time. So even assuming they got broken up, they probably would have seen what direction they fled into.
night navigation.
I suppose, but these are trained military soldiers. You'd think,
Well, Dimitri, Edelgard, and Claude aren't.
You're
So you
right,
put-
but I imagine trained soldiers could follow the bandits who were following them.
Well, they probably have one group of Knights of Saros in one area. They tell these 3 to go wander through, find the other group they have posted,
Yeah, that's fair.
and then probably just have a few soldiers about.
It just
Like-
seems very weird because every other class you get, they're all taught together. And it looks
Well,
like
this
they...
is why they
Yeah.
learned not to do it like this.
This is the first time they've decided to not do it like
His
this.
intentions
Yeah.
were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see
The other 2 instructors are like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every...
Though it almost seems like the training hasn't started
you rely
yet.
on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power.
But yeah, the only reason I say that is because the other 2 instructors let you choose your house. So that would imply that they have either all just shown up, or they're totally confusing all the students just for the heck of it.
Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
Or shush, you are naive.
Aggression. I must speak with you if you can spare me.
Trust me, you are.
You held your ground against the bandits' leader.
Actually, you're all pretty naive. Well, okay, Claude's got, like, some real serious plans already in the works. So of all three of them, I'd say he's the least naive.
Consider lending your
Okay.
He's still not exactly
I am no mere
the
student.
brightest
I
in
am
the
also
group,
the
but he's
investigating
the
pilot.
scheming bastard.
Halt
So
it, Elder. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there. You
so
are
yeah.
hasty. Trying to recruit.
Elgar tries to recruit you. Dimitri cuts her off. He's like, "Hey, wait, no, I want to
personally
recruit
planning to
first."
develop a deep lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
None of these
It
places.
seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
Where were we born? The Adrestian Empire, the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Leicester Alliance, or the... Oh god, I always get this one wrong. Actually, I think this is the Leicester Alliance. Well, since we're going Blue Lions,
Understood. Fargus is a noble
you
and
can't
distinguished
recruit the other two
king
house
who has
leaders on
always
any
been
path, to my knowledge.
Why do we not have just a fourth path to screw them all in genocide?
I
run?
would have loved to choose
Looks like
that.
we'll have to pick this up another time.
And just Undertale genocide run through the whole game.
I mean, there is the screw all your side, and that's one of the two options in the Black Eagles route.
Oh.
Yeah. Dimitri. I sense darkness lurking beneath. And Edelgard.
yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping.
There's occasions where I never understood the point of a silent protagonist if they then have voiced lines in combat. I mean, Persona does the same thing.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Cheaper
Part
voice actor, I guess.
White.
Is that the
Well,
same? I was gonna say, is that the same reason they put all that crap in the Trails of Cold Steel series? Oh, just 1 second Reen's talking and now he's not.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
By the way, you enjoying these ancient paintings?
yeah.
They made one for every month.
Hmm.
They really do look like
The
historic
continent of
paintings.
Fodlan,
Okay.
said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family.
Kind of wish they just kept it light enough so you could get an idea of
To the east, a league
Yeah.
of nobles that heeds
all
no
territory
king
that's
or
being
emperor
controlled.
rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed
On
by
the other side of those mountains is Elmira.
Fodlan, and these 3 mighty powers now
Okay, there we
exist
go.
in relative harmony.
You may have noticed the giant blob in the center. Yeah, that's where Garrick Mach is located.
Hmm.
The monastery is
This will
owned
be
by
your
the
first
church.
time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
I'm just impressed that they had... I don't know if they'd had to do these cutscenes twice just for each character, since... Yeah. They had to do these cutscenes for both male and female character.
There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
Well, wouldn't they just have to replace the character model?
Maybe.
I don't know too much about the design for cutscenes in games, but I doubt they'd have to.
Yeah, I guess they
re-render.
probably wouldn't have to re-render everything.
Yeah.
Though possibly they would, depending on how much interaction happens.
Yeah.
Who the heck are those two characters? I don't know any of these students. Students don't matter. Okay, what was with her walk there for a second?
Ray is here.
Looked a little mechanical. I don't think we'll see that too much, though. Hi, Rhea. Hi. Hi.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
I mean, you could have just said no. Alois would have been disappointed, but I don't think he would have forced you to show. Like, he's not about to arrest you and make you come here. He'd just kind of walk away sulking.
Or
Kick
perhaps,
he'd probably kick a can and just, like, walk away all dejected.
or perhaps throw his arm around him and just say, "Nonsense, old friend. Let's go."
That's also something he would do. You're not wrong.
And he would just end up dragging you here.
I've never
Pretty
spoken
much.
to you before,
But I don't think anyone here would actually stop Gerald
I
from
was a knight
leaving.
here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea. As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculous
Good old
large
Seros.
religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we haven't...
Like I said,
since
anyone
meeting
important in the
like
church has
this?
green hair.
Forgive my silence
Yeah.
all these years. Much
It's
has
just-
happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see.
I-
My condolences.
Wait,
For you. I heard of your valiant efforts.
the scene doesn't make any sense in retrospect.
What is your name?
Okay.
Because we later learn who your mother was. Rhea knows who your mother is. Like, this isn't a huge, like, game spoiler. Your mother was one of the priestesses that worked at the monastery. So I don't know why Gerald's acting like Rhea is fully aware.
A fine name indeed.
It just seems weird.
Bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the opposite.
I think Gerald knows that she knows, so it's just weird that he speaks about it this way.
Gerald,
I guess I'm just
you
over
already
it.
know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You know, like I tend to do in these games.
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Sedith, stop looking at me so judgingly. I don't like it. Go back to being cool like you do in the later half of the game.
Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
Yep. I mean... as a servant.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats
Yep.
earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Ray.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
Thank you.
No, I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
I mean, it's nothing really malicious.
So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a
So
moment,
you may have noticed by that little
I
comment that
insist that you
Hammerman just
pay
made
me
there,
a
but
visit so
he
we
and
can
Manuela
delve
don't get
into the
along.
subject further.
Yeah.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
I think one of these gives you points with her. That's it.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Mittelfranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Interrupted by
Spare
the
our
other.
colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses.
We would heal more
I
about the
expect
Milford
you haven't yet been
Opera
into
Company
nature
if
yet,
we played
have you?
Black Eagles,
Do you
because
really
one of the
not
members
know?
of Black Eagles
Fine.
was from that.
Do you a favor and explain.
I think she's actually the only
Officers'
commoner
Academy
among the
is
Black
comprised
Eagles,
of
now that I think
3
about it.
houses of students,
Because there's like
which is
certain
closely
characters that are commoners,
affiliated
certain
with
characters
its
that are
region of
nobles.
origin.
I could literally list
The
out
Black
every single
Eagle
one.
House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader
Some of them
is
don't shut up about it,
Ingard,
some of
the
them don't care.
Imperial princess, who is in line to be the next emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say,
What a coincidence that we just so happen to be teaching this year.
Quite. For now, I
Give us a
suggest
game where all of your students
around
just
the
are
academy
boring.
to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
the old man has a point.
I don't want to.
Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the
Neither of you two were actually
You're our
making it
new
onto the
professor.
final team. Let me just say that much right now.
I suggest you try spending
I'm sure they're good, I just don't use them.
some odd ducks.
You
in
can't.
the butt.
If I recall, it takes a while for them to be able,
I'm
to be
sure
able to pick
Lady
them up.
Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow.
Okay.
That should get you going.
Are they like under leveled when you get the chance,
You'll
or?
need it.
They're leveled based on what
Have no
chapter it
intention of
is,
changing
so they're
your
probably
mind,
going to be
Rhea?
underleveled since we are
Appointing a
taking those
stranger, a
EXP
child,
buffs.
no less, as a
Okay.
The
down
EXP buffs are
in
just
the
going to make the
academy
fights easier and stuff
I
like
have
that.
made
Like,
my decision, Sedith.
quite literally how I did this the first playthrough, I over-leveled wildly. I think I was an absurd, like, level 70 when I went against the final
How
boss.
trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary...
Flame will be fine. Calm down, Sedith.
They have my trust. Let that be enough for
Flame's not a bad healer character.
More importantly,
She actually has one of the better healing abilities. She's one of the 2 characters that can get, I think, it's Rescue, which basically can let you teleport a ally to you from across the battlefield.
Okay.
Especially if they
That's
frequent
that's
Derek Mock.
pretty decent from the sounds of it.
That
Yeah.
matter is of great importance.
Because there's also Warp,
I
which
shall
does the
continue my
opposite, teleport
investigation.
one character away from
Rhea,
you.
For now, I will
Which is good if you want to get a
place
fighting
your
character
trust
across
with
the map.
utmost care.
We'll have a character that'll do
Nothing
that.
occurs to shake that confidence.
And yeah, I'm ignoring what Sedith has to say because Sedith is just being kind of... He's got a stick up his ass. That's a simple way of putting it. He doesn't trust you. He doesn't know who you are. He's being your usual strict fucking dude.
Yeah.
Huh. Neat. I'm really itchy lately. I think it's just the air. Or it might be like season change.
Yeah.
Gotta give him credit though. Even though this probably isn't with the game engine itself, nice looking cutscene for a Switch game.
Yeah.
We're gonna be stealing at least 2 characters from that group. Not him. I mean, we'll steal him anyway, but... We'll be stealing a bunch of characters from here. Not those 2. Maybe him. I would pretty much steal everyone from Black Eagles, but... I'm absolutely stealing Bernie. There's no way I'm not. Anyway, here's our group. Can you tell who the free character you get out of the Blue Lions would be if you were playing a woman? Yeah, good old red hair there. And there's one of the 2 best swordsmen in the game. Yeah, there's the advantage starting Blue Lions. You get one of the best swordsmen in the game, you get arguably the best healer in the game. I don't think there's anyone particularly bad in Blue Lions. Like, it's weird. There's not really anyone that's, like, terrible.
Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives
That's fair.
of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable.
This
Now
is why you
should
never
make the
give people
rounds.
free camera
Go
during
around the
cutscenes.
monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Alright. I think it's just go talk to the
I
houses.
assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders.
Yeah.
You should also take a look around the academy.
Go around, say hello.
With your new home.
Yeah, I believe that we did this on our
That
test
is your
playthrough. This is
first
about as far as
task
we got on
here
our
at the
test playthrough,
monastery.
though.
I think so,
Please
yeah.
let me know if you accept it.
I don't think we even left the monastery.
Come and speak with me.
Nah, I mean, you don't...
May I?
Like, I don't think we did it.
Oh, didn't do it, yeah. We probably didn't even do the practice mission. And by practice mission, I mean they have, like, a... beginning of your... I wouldn't really call it a tournament between the houses, but you fight the different houses. Good old monastery. But yeah, Blue Lions, I'm trying to think of anyone that's particularly bad. Well, Oh. Oh, right. I forgot they do this when you first enter a new area. So we can just talk to
So,
them.
you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire.
No.
I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresburg. I am the princess.
There's one of the names for you.
I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Would I like to know about any of the people we're kidnapping? No. We can find them ourselves. Trust me. Figure we can meet with the house leaders and then...
Okay. And it just gives you a basic overview of
Yeah.
what the area is.
I don't think I can skip this. Oh, hey, there's Lenhard and Caspar. No, I don't expect you to know who those characters are. Are we going to kidnap them? Probably.
Here, did you?
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to refer to it. I could refer to it as student napping. That sounds a little less severe. But a majority of these characters are you know, underage, so, you know, I feel like kidnapping fits.
You don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two.
There's one character from the Golden Deer that we're focusing on more than anyone else, and I'm pretty sure every person that's ever played this knows who I'm talking about. Where is she? There she is. Hey, what's up, Lysethia?
Mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
Lysethia is the youngest student in the academy, or at least of the characters that matter.
Okay.
And by rule of video game, the youngest character is also the most broken OP.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember how I talked about a character that could, dish out about 80 damage to any enemy?
Yeah.
There you go.
Hmm.
She's a giant glass cannon, and she pretty much pushes anybody's shit in.
Hmm.
Oh, hey, here's Felix. We'll be hearing enough from him. We don't need a initial.
Okay.
But the main character will be stealing from here. There's Petra.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the
This man radiates snake energy.
Mm-hmm.
Most sincere thanks.
Snake energy and maybe vampire.
She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the...
I never thought about that.
On her archipelago.
He really does.
Princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
There's Petra's character gimmick. She's a foreigner, so she gets... It's mostly the tenses for words wrong.
I think we did meet her in our test playthrough.
Did we? I don't remember who we met. I remember talking to the house leaders. I just don't remember who we talked to. Anyway, we'll talk to Dimitri. Next time if we feel like it, we'll
wander and talk to everyone.
Yeah. I just figured I'd hit up the two specific ones that I'll be stealing from those houses, because I consider Petra to be the best sword user in the game simply because of that evasion.
Delightful news.
Hmm. I mean, if the enemy has like a 12% chance of actually hitting you, and you can guarantee to hit them twice, yeah, I think she's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you stick her in a forest and like nothing can hit her.
Hmm.
Let me actually check the rest of blue lines. People say Sylvain's really good. I never bothered to use him. What are called? Annette's a decent magic caster. I haven't been able to use Dedue because he's exclusive to this playthrough. Ash is alright. I haven't really seen any downsides of Ash. His ability kind of sucks. All he gets is he can use lockpicking.
But I hear he was born a commoner.
Basically, he doesn't have to take up the thief class.
So I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
What is Sylvain's ability? Something involving, yeah.
Heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That's... Well,
I guess that's alright. Wait, what is his ability then?
Sylvain is the...
Shut up, Dimitri.
Sylvain is the... Well...
You know what I wanted to... Okay.
Sylvain is the heir to House... Well...
Dimitri? Shush. That's not what I want. Can I not... I can't check what his crest is. Great.
Yeah, we haven't gone over the crests with yet, so...
Oh. No, I mean, if you check the menu, you can just check, like, when you're checking their stats, you can tend to check what their crest does. Like, Felix's occasionally will double his damage straight out. Yeah, that's when he's using a weapon. Any weapon.
I'm just guessing because our character hasn't gone through it yet. We don't know about them.
Yeah. But the main reason Mercedes is such a good healer...
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a
there you go. That's her ability.
She may seem carefree.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why she's considered probably the best healer in this game.
To everyone around her.
Okay. Kind of how we ended up with Estelle in this area.
How broken that was. We'll continue exploring. The healer for the Black Eagles is Linhart. His ability is if he doesn't move for wrong house, but he was the green-haired dude.
What do you think?
I'm bad at this. I think the healer for this group is Marianne, who her ability is borderline useless.
Okay.
She heals while she's next to animal units, and by that I mean anyone that has a horse or Pegasus dragon, mounted or flying units. She'll heal next to it. Linhart heals if he doesn't move. Like if he takes no action for the turn, he heals.
Yeah. Well, you'd want the healer to be next to the ones attacking, so...
Yeah, well, they can heal from farther away.
Oh.
They don't have to be directly next to if they have Psychic. Though Dorothea has a much better ability. Hers is anyone standing next to her heals. Yeah. But she's your magic caster. She's also the character where we'd hear about the opera company from.
Okay.
Anyway, I think that'll that'll do it for this episode. Join us next time when we choose our house.
And explore more of the monastery.
Can you guess what house we're gonna choose?
Is it the one where we burn down the monastery?
Does that happen? Find out next time.